Hey everyone, just got a bit of an Eldlich deck profile for you today. Been having a bit of fun with it. Was usually a Master Duel only player, but when Genesys came out I figured I had to give it a crack. So, ended up actually placing first with this one last night. Come second in the two tournaments before that. But yeah, thought I'd make a deck profile since we finally came first. 3 copies of the boy himself, obviously standard. 3 copies of Delta, best support card that Eldlich has ever gotten. 3 copies of Scarlet Sanguine, obviously why not. 2 copies of Black Awakening, because I've never liked playing 3, since obviously you can only summon it in defense position and you can't use it during the opponent's turn, and you can't banish it during the opponent's turn. I've always just found it's much better for 2. Same with Cursed Eldland, you never really want to see multiple copies of this card ever if possible, and once you get your grind game going, you're pretty much set from there. 3 copies of Conk, because obviously why not, non-target pop. 3 copies of Huac, once again, non-target banish, pretty amazing. 2 copies of the new one, obviously good to be able to recycle stuff, or also be able to banish a monster, send a monster rather back to the hand. Fantastic, another level 10, which means you can make your rank 10. Same thing with 2 of the new Fallen Angel. So obviously that's fantastic for not only making rank 10s, but also getting out Mad Golden Lord, which is finally good. Yeah, pretty much it for the main. Quite standard there. Other cards I played in the main deck was 1 DD Crow, because I've got some more on the side deck, but it's always good to run just 1 because it hits a lot of things. Same with Ghost Bell, because once again, DD Crow is very popular since it's 0 points and you never really want to get your Eldlich banished, so I absolutely never sideboard Ghost Bell out. 1 copy of Burial Goods, because once again, sending spell traps to the graveyard is just fantastic in this deck, because if you draw on all trap monsters or something, you can send Huac or Conk and then end up getting Scarlet Sanguine out on the field at the end of the turn. 3 copies of Judgment, because why wouldn't you? Only 7 points. It's fantastic, obviously, if they've got back row removal, or if you're just doing their normal summon, or something that they've used in their extra deck. I mean, probably second best card in the deck, I'd say. 1 copy of Draco Utopian Aura, because if it's for monsters that you're going up against, I mean, that's almost Judgment in a way, since a lot of things have a trigger effect when they first hit the field. And the fact that it's 0 points, I mean, it's pretty great. 1 copy of Imperm, 13 points, hurts quite a lot, but obviously it's fantastic to have and you want to load up on spell traps. 2 copies of Fiendish Chain, because obviously you can't play 3 Imperm. I was running 3 of this, but with the new points change, I decided to run 1 Imperm instead, because I was running Pot of Greed and I thought I'd take out some other stuff since Super Polymerization went up. 3 copies of Torrential. Pretty damn good card. Obviously, since when Eldlich comes back, it can't be destroyed by other players' card effects, which means you can use this and still have the Golden Boy out for trap monsters to go off. 2 copies of Ice Dragon's Prison. Another great card. I mean, a lot of the time you're going up against archetypes that all play 1 or 2 types anyway, so you can get a disruption or a double disruption depending on how you play it. Pretty fantastic card. One I'm still on the fence about is Starry Dragon's Cycle. Seems pretty good. I haven't actually had to use it yet. I've only had it even in my hand once, and it ended up being against someone that was playing Arcana Force, so it really didn't matter. Seems like a pretty good card otherwise though. And lastly, 3 copies of Super Poly, because board breaker, good going first. Why the hell wouldn't you? And to go with Super Poly, we've got typical targets, Mud Dragon, 2 Garura, because it has come up before previously where I'd only run 1 Garura and I've really needed a second one, because a lot of the time that's the best target versus most decks. And then just a couple miscellaneous, just in case you're in like a dark deck, or some people still trying to play Branded or Blue Eyes, so Spellcaster plus Dragon. Once again, didn't come up last night, but felt like a bit of a flex spot, and why not dedicate it to something else. So in the rest of the extra deck, we've got a copy of Stardust Dragon, just because once again they can protect back row and things and help you get out. And if you normal summoned Ghost Bell because you've already got advantage, or if you got Ghost Ogre that you can normal summon, which I've got on the side. Obviously Huac and Conk are both level 5s, so you can just make that straight up. Shark Fortress, pretty good one if you get into the right spot, since Eldlich coming back from the grave is 3,500, and if you detach a material, then it's going to have two 3,500 attacks, and being 24 itself, even if they've got a monster on the field, especially if it's in attack position, you're likely going to be able to clear it and then get two directs for 35, which is quite often game. Adreus, pretty good little tech card, something with access when you got level 5s. Just, yeah, target a face-up card, destroy it, no downside, can still attack. Sky Palace, one that I don't think I'll be cutting anytime soon, because the ability to pop anything, even if it can't attack, is quite unmatched really. And then Super Dreadnought, obviously, playing Eldlich, 2,000 damage, and then she can rank up into Lieb. Another way to close games, or at the very least just beat over stuff if you can make it up to 6,000. Good way to get around things that are unaffected, like this boy here. Since in the side, we do play a copy of Waking the Dragon for it. Pretty good. Now that especially Harpy's Feather Dust has come down to 15, I believe, and Heavy Storm's at 10. It'll be a bit more back row removal now, so gotta make them scared to use it. Then for the side, we've got 2 crows. Obviously, since it's free, why wouldn't you? 1 droll. It's only 1, but at the same time, if you go in second, it's a good little include to have, since playing 3, you never want to draw it, but you hope it's in your opening hand anyway. Ogre, since it's been newly dropped to 3, pretty great for the amount of points that it costs, to be honest. When you Dragon Wrath Sphere mode, not really the craziest card you could play for board breaking, but at the same time, there are still some unchecked combo decks in the format, and the fact that there's no link monsters means it's incredibly likely that this is going to be on their field at the end of the turn and return to you, which, being a level 10, works with the Eldlich monsters, and yeah, make your rank 10s easy as hell. 2 copies of Sinful Spoils of Subversion. It could be better board breakers you could play, but honestly, I mean, putting something in the back row is pretty good, and it's a lot harder to interact with something in your back row than it is if something's gone to the graveyard where it likely has an effect, or you can reborn it with something, so clogging up a zone is always good too. Single copy of Evenly, another one that's just at 1, but it's still pretty good to go second, and then you won't draw multiples of it if you do draw it. Always good to have. 2 copies of Starlight Road, since we are running Stardust. More back row removal in the format now, and you got to be ready for it. You're playing a trap deck, you have to. Morning Point hasn't actually come up yet. I've had it slided in, but haven't drawn it yet. I mean, it reads like a crazy card. It's imperm, but better if you've gone first, in a way. 2 copies of Gravediggers. Still lots of decks in the format that do have hand and graveyard effects, especially. Not many banished, but you get things like Makanko, and you get, I think, Red Dragon Archfiend is still pretty unchecked. There's so many hand and grave effects that not being once per turn either is just a must, I think. Black Horn of Heaven. Not really crazy about this card. I was considering running 2 at one point, but the thing is, with the fact that extra deck summons are still pretty amazing, I mean, it's a great card to have going first. These last couple cards are all just good going first, really. And then Waking the Dragon for Raid Raptor. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. See you next time.